I don't have friends. I have family. My family next to me.
Brian Lee. To my left.
Bram.
To my right.
Chris.
Listen. All right. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. We did the bonus episodes first. Usually the bonus episodes include alcohol of some sort. Fast and the Furious 6 from 2013 is the movie that we reviewed for this episode. I already said who we are. Christopher.
Yes.
Do you have the synopsis for Fast plus Furious 6?
Yes, I have the synopsis and why we're here. I am a huge Fast and Furious fan, and then recently found out that Brian and Brian Red had not seen any of the movies. So naturally, I was shocked and appalled. So I've been forcing them to watch all the movies in order that they came out. We are currently up to Fast and Furious 6. And synopsis, it's pretty long, so buckle in. Though that being said, this is a long movie. Like, a lot happens in this movie.
Yes.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Since Dom and Brian's heist in Rio left them and their crew very rich people, they're scattered across the globe. However, they must still live as fugitives, unable to return home to their families. Meanwhile, Agent Hobbs has been tracking a gang of lethally skilled mercenary drivers whose second in command is someone Dom knows. Unable to take them down himself, Hobbs asks Dom and his crew for help in exchange for full pardons for everyone.
Brian!
Oh,
Do you recommend Fast and Furious 6?
I do recommend Fast and Furious 6. I do.
Brian, do you recommend Fast and
Don't
Furious
worry,
6?
we'll get into it,
Well,
but yeah.
That's why we're here.
I always forget.
I don't think I do.
Oh. Okay, we
You recommend it, I assume.
obviously I recommend it, yeah. What's holding you back?
Okay. It's very long.
Gina Carano, I know.
I didn't mind Gina Carano.
I was gonna say I really didn't mind her either. I thought
Yeah.
she did a good job.
No, actually, I thought she did all right. And like her fight scenes were really good.
Yes.
Her fight scenes were better than, like, let's say, like Ronda Rousey in like The Expendables. Like it's just
I've
like
never seen
I don't know. It's just with hers and the Expendables. It was just painfully like obvious. Just like, she's an MMA fighter.
Oh, yeah.
With
Yep.
this one, it just wasn't just like in your
Well,
face. Eat it. You know?
Ronda Rousey doesn't know how to act.
Right.
She doesn't. She
Right.
just knows how to.
And that's why she sucked
Right.
in WWF.
Exactly. Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah. She wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't like it because
It is long.
really long.
Yeah.
And it starts getting really over the top with like the way, like the physics of like how things work and stuff like that.
It's definitely getting more into like superhero territory.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where I'm like, nigga.
Well, the thing is, since the first one, I've never seen anything like this. Like I can go, I have been to like illegal drag races before.
Right.
I've done like I've been in cart and stuff. I've been to those places. It's nothing like this. So like the first movie was always over the top for me. It was all so this is just more of the same kind of thing. It's like you'll never find this kind of stuff. It is supposed to be the fantastical.
Right.
The it's out there, but you'll never see it because you're not in that even though you might be in the racing crowd, you're not in that racing crowd. Like that's how I kind of like
Well, we should note
suspend the
the whole
disbelief.
racing aspect is totally gone.
Yeah.
I feel-
it's, it's more about cars now.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I forgot who it was, if it was the director, writer, or whatever. But they basically, once they found out that The Rock was coming back, and he was going to be part of the series, again, the writer, director, whoever, was basically like, okay, we have got as many car people as we can coming to see the movie. So the only way to like expand our audience and get more people to come in is to just make it an action movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's,
Right.
with this movie and going on, it's more like this is an action movie where like cars are kind of like a big part of it, but it's not
Right.
like it's not street racing anymore.
That's exactly. I took this as an action movie. That's because that's exactly how it felt
Yeah.
to me. They even kind of said in it, we're not going against drug dealers or racers. We're
Yeah.
going against so they kind of were even telling you we're going away from the racing stuff because they even that one time when Don went to find Letty, that was the race. There was nothing else.
Oh, that one race.
That one race, and that
Yeah,
was
right,
it.
right.
You know, so
and they just like stopped racing like
Right.
halfway through.
yeah. So
You're
it wasn't really. I kind of felt.
Speaking really quick,
Yeah.
So like they're doing that race, and it's like like there's like this like blonde, and like she's like give it a go.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, man. Fucking the British accent is fucking rough, dude. Because it's like this pretty blonde. And it's just I'm like, okay, it's like,
yeah.
all right, everybody, get ready to go. And I'm like, oh, you might as well have Mr. Bean fucking doing it.
That would have been great.
If he was in Furious 9, I would be very happy.
That
I
would
love it so
be
much.
Just driving his Mini Cooper, like
Yeah.
Brace yourself.
So in the last Fast and the Furious, that's the first appearance of The Rock. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Fast 5.
Yes.
And
So-
this movie
Excuse me.
picks up right where Fast 5 left
Yes.
off.
Which I like. I
like
always
that,
like
yeah.
when sequels do that.
Yes,
I
yeah.
thoroughly
That was
enjoy
nice.
that. In the last movie, The Rock was pretty big. Like size
Physically.
He's
Yes.
he's a mountain. He's a mountain.
He's even bigger
He's a
in this
mountain.
movie.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
worried. He's
you know-
on
you
all
know
the
he's
juice.
juicing. You know he's
Absolutely.
juicing.
Dude, he's so vascular.
Well, and it's legal. Because you know what happened. Well, because he's The Rock.
So the Rock's on fucking juice.
Yes.
Whatever.
Rock's huge.
Yes. Right away. It's like the whole over the top thing.
Yes.
So when he's in the interrogation room
Yes.
and he's throwing that guy around, the law of physics
Yeah.
and gravity have gone out the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just shoving them through like
Dude,
concrete,
I mean,
cement,
it's like
tile. Yeah.
I mean, it's so obvious. There's like a rip
Yeah.
cord attached to him.
I guess you've never been around like muscular people. They're able to do that. I mean, I know you have muscles. I'm not knocking you, but I mean, like,
Maybe you guys can help me with this note that I made. 1140.
Mm-hmm.
It has something to do with Gal Gadot ordering food and Han saying, nice.
Nice.
So my other big beef with this is, so aside from physics have gone out the window, the mention, okay, so they've already been doing it in all these movies. We even do it in the intro of these episodes.
yeah.
The mention of family. Dude.
It's his code.
No, dude, like, it's like sixfold in this fucking movie.
Yeah, it's-
they keep mentioning it. It's just like, yeah, we are family. And dude, and The Rock, 18 minutes in, The Rock's like, your family. It's like, we know.
Even
We
he
know.
gets it.
Dude, oh my god, it's like it's so much, dude.
I understand because I felt the same way until the end of the movie. When the end of the movie hit, when they were sitting all together and Letty's on his lap, and I was thinking, I'm like, why do they keep mentioning family? And I kept thinking about it. I'm like, it's because that's kind of the glue that's keeping like not the movies together, but like that's almost like the foundation now of the movies. It's not the racing anymore. Family's the foundation. There has to be something. It might be.
But you don't need to beat people over the head with it like they're idiots.
Yeah, I agree, but
Like,
then again,
I'm sure the Fast and the Furious audience isn't the most intelligent,
Yeah.
but it's just like they're not morons. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yes, we get it. They're family.
I feel that we might be in the minority because I think people might be like, yeah, they're family. Come on, because people want to be part of something.
I just want to see that guy in the theater.
Yeah, well, 'cause people love being a part of something, and family like that. You could be a family of a couple of people or a family of hundreds. And so people watch the movie and be like, yeah, family. Like they might feel that. I don't. I'm just saying, people might. Just playing devil's guy. What's that? You know what I'm saying?
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Devil's guy.
devil's guy. Yeah.
Around 29 minutes, it's that first scene where they're going after Shaw,
Yes.
So, like they're chasing that Formula One car.
What'd you guys think about the car? The flip car, ramp car, whatever the hell they call it.
At first,
You guys have said in previous episodes that you're not huge car guys, but
Right.
I'm
At
curious
first,
what you guys thought.
I thought it was one of the stupidest cars I've ever seen. I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, why? But then throughout the movie, I'm like, it makes total sense why they have these cars, and I understand completely why they're using them, because it's just because they're always being chased.
Yeah.
So why not have a car that's gonna like that you can use to stop being chased? The amount of like cars that just flew over it and
Yeah.
landed, you know what I mean? So
Right.
it was like the perfect car for them. So you needed to watch the movie to kind of understand why they needed these cars. So after a while, I was like, okay, that's perfectly fine with me.
Yeah.
But in that scene, it's like around 29
Oh,
minutes. When The Rock is jumping from a higher level of the highway.
Yeah, like that. The
like an overpass. or
Yeah, the
whatever.
ramp or
and he
overpass.
jumps down.
Yeah.
You're telling me 2 cars at 2 vastly different, levels on this highway going insane amounts of speed that The Rock can just jump from here to here. Just
No, I did notice. So in that scene, so that's the first like scene with the ramp car, and that ramp car, like it takes out like Tyrese in his car.
Yeah. Right.
It takes out Luda in his car. Like they're like crashing through buildings and flipping. It was like some pretty like intense crashes. But then they all are like back at their headquarters in like whatever fucking building they're in. And like no one has a scratch.
Right.
No one has
Yes.
a bruise.
Right.
It's like-
that kind of
yeah, that I was like,
Yeah.
that's a little much.
Yeah.
Just like a single like Band-Aid would have like helped.
Yeah. You said in previous that you like Tyrese.
Yes.
And I have. This one, it made me love Tyrese. Like
Dude, he's funny.
His moments, like he was like, and he's not even comic relief. He is.
Yeah, he is.
No, I wouldn't like say that, like, because he's so integral to the other aspects of the seriousness of the movie that he's like, he has that, but he's also just like a funny person. Like,
Yeah.
just that's why I wouldn't like comic relief. I would say is like Mr. Bean is like, you never take him.
It all comes back to Mr. Bean.
Well, like whenever.
No, because the Mr. Bean, the whole show is comedy.
Yeah. Well,
so
I mean,
there's not comedic relief. 'cause it's
Okay,
all
so
funny.
I can't think of anything. We can't do the booze episode before this. Christ. But like, I'm sure you've seen movies where they have the guy that's supposed to be the funny guy, but you can never really take him seriously
Yeah.
because he's just that funny guy. Well, Tyrese, you take him seriously, but he also makes you laugh.
Gotcha.
You know, where Luda kind of does too a little bit,
Yeah.
but his
Yeah, but
his
not
his,
as much in this one, it
And
seems
Luda's
like.
more
Yeah.
of a pointing out. To where Tyrese, he just says
Ludacris
stuff
is more
that's
like
funny.
the tech guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Where Tyrese, he's the mouth, you know.
Yeah.
So of course he has that kind of. So I like that a lot. It was
Okay. My last big beef
Yeah.
with this movie.
big beef from Portillo's.
Yes. 59 minutes. Stop adding Nas to everything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The grappling gun?
The grappling hook gun.
Yeah.
Like Luda's like, yeah, man, I tricked it out my own special way. Fucking moves the thing. Nas.
Yeah.
Just that's not your fix all. Nas doesn't fix everything. Okay, it's
I
like,
disagree.
this fucking cheese grater's not grating enough. Flip that fucking Nas to it.
Nas on a cheese grater would be fantastic.
You should do that.
You're telling me that if you want some shredded cheese, you want it now, you wouldn't add Nas to your cheese grater.
How would that work, Brad? How would you add Nas to a cheese grater?
Well, you gotta like find.
Well, you got to mount it on your slap chop and fucking put it right there, and then
I think you're mocking me.
just saying, it's not a fucking cure-all. So I think we kind of alluded to it a little bit. So there's an hour and 5 in. It's all these dancing girls.
Yeah.
In slow motion, and then all of a sudden you see this car doing a wheelie on two wheels.
And the chicks out the window standing there.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm like, oh, this
I mean,
is.
it's that was up there with where they're like doing the drag race, and there's like the 2 girls like dancing up
Yeah.
the stairs.
Yeah.
I forget which one that was.
Yeah.
That was the first one, actually.
I liked Han. in this. He's always my favorite.
Yeah, he kind of got a raw deal in this movie.
He really did. You know what? So we'll just jump to that. You know, he was what's her name? Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
She was, almost about to fall off, and he grabbed her. And then she saw behind him he was about to get, shot or whatever. And so she let go, shot him, and then fell, off. I don't think she's dead. I don't think anyone's dead.
I don't think so either.
I think everyone's coming back to life.
Ever since the fucking Letty thing
Exactly.
happened,
I think
no one's fucking
no
dead.
one's dead.
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know because I was so tempted to look up the future movies.
No.
Well,
No.
I was drinking also when I was watching it, so I'm like, I'm gonna look at everything.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But I was like, no, let's wait. So I don't know if anyone's coming back. I have no clue, but I just feel that everyone will. If Letty survived, everyone can. Everyone can.
Right. Well, if you can fucking use a hologram for the actual dead guy.
Yeah. Well, that's right. Paul Walker will not be coming back. But
No, he's gonna come back.
like as a 9.
I bet you they're gonna have him come back. Like it's gonna be like, I gotta take care of my family.
I wonder how. Well, they did do that Will Smith movie where he played. Remember?
Gemini Man or
Yeah,
whatever.
where he was
that's,
him.
that's what they're gonna do. Because I guess his brother looks somewhat like him.
God, the more I watch these, the more I just am like, it just sucks that Paul Walker's gone. It just sucks.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the end credit scene?
Yes.
Okay.
I
Yes.
forgot to watch even after you
Yes.
sent the message.
I feel like, okay. So I feel like the jokier lines in this movie got really lazy. Okay. So
Yes.
So like like when the whole I think like the whole highway thing.
Yep.
The whole highway, plan is coming to fruition. And I forget who says it, but someone's like, we gotta go to plan B. And Luda says,
Plan B? Plan B, we need a plan C, D, E. We need more alphabets.
first off, like I had to rewind it. I'm like, did he really just say
Yes.
we need more alphabets?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, okay. So that's like an hour and a half in. And then an hour 42, a little bit later, this big fucking thing's, flying.
This big
it's a
plane.
big plane.
It's a big plane.
Right. They're like,
Yeah.
it's a plane. And then Tyrese says,
That ain't a plane. That's a planet.
I was like, okay. Ha 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 ha.
no, it's not a
Right,
planet.
it's
There
a
are not
plane.
organisms
Yeah.
fucking living on it that's growing new life.
It's not like orbiting around the sun.
Right.
Yeah.
Or it's an exoplanet or
Yeah.
anything.
The guys basically shoot like the new version of like the EMP thing. Where like
Yes.
the bad guys like shoot the thing
Yes.
like the little like metal disc onto the car,
Yeah.
shuts down their brakes, yada yada. But they shoot it onto the car, and Tyrese goes,
What is that? A hockey puck?
"What kind of hockey is
But-
Tyrese watching?"
Yes, Tyrese.
He is black, so he
Yes,
probably
it
doesn't know
is
too
a
much
hockey
about
puck.
hockey.
Yes.
Just saying.
The Rock handshake when he's talking to
Yeah.
I
Yes.
liked that.
Yes.
I liked that a lot. That was a good one because The Rock does such a good job of being so friendly and polite, but also being super intimidating
Right. Yeah. Yes.
at the same time. That he's such a good actor. He's really good. I like him a lot.
Now, can I just say, okay,
Yes.
during that whole tank scene, first off, I think the whole tank thing, I thought it was a little,
much.
like when it like jumps out of the fucking like, military vehicle.
Well, because the tripwire thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So like the tank comes out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hear me out. Okay, so this movie, lots of cameos, everyone's back.
Yeah.
I think the best cameo to have show up in this movie to stop the tank would be the bank vault from the fifth one. Just like, hey man, you still got that leftover bank vault? I'm just saying.
Or the bank vault just becomes sentient and comes in and helps him.
Someone call me.
It's vaulty.
It's got big like thing of googly eyes on it.
Just put the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man on it for some reason. I'm just saying. If everyone else is coming back, have the bank vault to come back.
The jumbo jet part, kinda.
Yeah.
It was, but I didn't mind it. I thought at first I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna like this, but then it wasn't bad because they didn't have the jet takeoff and have the cars hanging, while it's like 10,000 feet in the air. So it was a little bit more plausible. I loved when Letty against Gina Carano, and then Gina's in front of the door that's open, and Rock throws Letty the harpoon gun or whatever, and you picked the wrong side, bitch, and shoots the arrow into Carano's chest, and she flies out. I thought that one. I'm like, yeah, you can take that, Gina. Whatever. I don't,
Damn, Gina.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, so end of the movie. They're all. Oh yeah, because like who asked? Like, oh, what's your price? I think The Rock asks. Vin Diesel, what's your price? And he says like $13.27.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, we all remember it. Okay,
Yeah.
I even wrote it down. So that's the address of their their place back home. So, and I'm pretty sure it was improvised.
Yes. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yep.
So, they're all, grilling out, barbecuing, and The Rock walks up the driveway, and Tyrese goes, better hide your baby oil. And The Rock responds, better hide that big ass forehead.
Yeah.
And Luda spits out. So I'm pretty sure.
That spit take has to be real.
I'm pretty sure The Rock improvised that line. And that's what makes Ludacris like spit out his drink.
Yeah.
So
I rewatched that a few times. It made me laugh.
It was really fucking funny.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that.
Yeah. I think I said it before. Like I really, with the family aspect. It's what else is going to tie it together? Because if they're moving away from it being like car races and like car centric, like what's going to keep this group together? It's got to be like family. And I understand. I get the whole like it's the code and it's whatever. But what else? Like they need something. They need something, and I like it.
But okay. If family is your bond, it's like an unspoken thing. You don't need to say it. It's just like I know I'm related to him.
Yeah.
It's like
I know.
yeah, my brother.
Yeah.
It's just like no, we know that.
But they're not. Some of them aren't literally family though.
Right.
We know that, and we were able to retain the information because we've been watching these movies. But then when they come out every couple of years, and people might not remember, or people love that shit. People love that.
Here's the thing. Okay, so if you have like this bond with someone, like like I have friends who I've hung out with since third grade. It's just you know that bond, and you don't need to talk about it unless you're fucking wasted.
Yeah,
it's like yeah, man, you're
dude.
My buddy. Like these people aren't all wasted.
I know. I've had friends since 8th grade. I'm the same way. I totally understand what you're saying. It's a movie.
Don't talk sense. You're my brother.
But I mean,
I will say
they need to say this kind of stuff.
I don't know why I thought of it. It almost reminds me of like Mighty Ducks. We're like,
Exactly.
we're a team,
Exactly.
guys. We're a team.
Quack.
Let's talk about again how we're a team.
That's
Like-
perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
This is basically like the adult version of Mighty Ducks.
Knuckle puck.
It's yeah.
The cutscene.
The credits.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was gonna check. I completely forgot.
So I had a lingering question in my head because I know of Hobbs and Shaw.
Yes.
So during this movie, I'm like, that's not Shaw.
Yes.
So
that's Jason Statham, right?
yes.
He's
So it turns
badass.
out. So you didn't see it.
No, what happened?
So this all happens. Fucking Han goes to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Fucking what's his face? Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finds out that he's like, okay, I got to get this guy. He fucking killed my brother, so he kills Han.
Wow.
Yeah, which I'm fully on board. I like Jason Statham.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. Han, he's not dead. I know he's not. I know. I like I said, I haven't looked it up. I don't know, but I don't think he's dead, and I don't think Gal Gadot is dead. I think it's because, like I said earlier, because of Letty.
Yeah.
Now everything is just up in the air.
Yeah.
That's all it is. They might be.
Nope.
But I won't. Let's just say if I see them, I'm not. It's not going to surprise me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Rankings.
Brand. Now that we have talked about Fast and Furious 6, compared to the other movies, how do you guys feel about 6?
It's somewhere in the middle for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say so too. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
That'll do it for this
Nah,
time.
I
that's
think
it.
so.
Until next time.
Good journey.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And even better yet, tell a friend.